あります。で、そちらからですね、入ってきていただけるとすごく嬉しいと思います。ちょっと今回はですね、投票も、終わりましたので、あんまり参加者はいないと思うんですけれども、なんていうんでしょうね、今までのですね、ファンドの、進捗報告などを含めてですね、あと他にもいろいろご質問がある方などは、随時お受け付けしますし、みたいな形で、やっていこうかなというふうに思っておりますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていってください。よろしくお願いします。Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Yuta. Who'd like to introduce us from Indonesia? Is that you, Jan?
Okay, that'd be great. Or would you like to take it away, Andreas?
Oh, please go.
Awesome. So as everyone can see, there are two Indonesian representatives. There is Andreas and myself. Andreas himself is ambassador of Cardano Foundation and many other things. So please allow me to speak to my community. Selamat datang teman-teman ke sebuah eksperimen. Itu seperti biasa adalah slogan dari Town Hall secara umum. Kali ini kita akan ada presentasi dari Joram yang dia akan bercerita seperti yang saya sampaikan di Telegram Discord soal leads Decentralized Generator setelah pembukaan dari Eastern Town Hall ini. Dari pembukaan Eastern Town Hall ini akan ada curriculum Indonesia yang membahas lebih detail dalam bahasa kita, bahasa Indonesia, tentang leads generator. So silahkan ditunggu. Tapi kalau semama dari presentasi dari Yuram, kalian ada pertanyaan dalam bahasa Inggris, silahkan disampaikan dan Yuram pun pasti akan menjawab. So terima kasih sekali datang, terima kasih semangatnya, dan mari kita berkolaborasi. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Indonesia. We have me from Vietnam.
Okay, so can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, very nice. So thank you and hello everyone. Welcome to the Eastern Town Hall. So my name is Me and I'm from Vietnam. So now I'm going to introduce and represent my community in my local languages. Xin chào và chào mừng mọi người đến với buổi họp của Eastern Town Hall ngày hôm nay. Thì mình là Ngọc My, mình là đại diện của Eastern Town Hall ở phòng Việt Nam và rất là vui vì sự hiện diện và có mặt của mọi người trong cái buổi họp ngày hôm nay. Thì để cho ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta cũng đã vừa qua cái vòng voting và hôm nay chúng ta sẽ có rất là nhiều cái hoạt động của Eastern Town Hall. Hôm nay chúng ta có cái buổi hôm nay chúng ta sẽ phòng họp Việt Nam sẽ có một cái khách mời đặc biệt, đó là anh Billy Phạm đến từ TC Network. Và ngoài ra sau khi phòng họp thì sẽ có một buổi hướng dẫn thử thách live coding lesson của Centralized. Và rất hy vọng mọi người có thể cùng tham gia với Eastern Town Hall. Em xin cảm ơn rất nhiều. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Me. I'm Angela, and I'm joining you from Nairobi, Kenya, in East Africa. Karibuni sana. I will be joined in the English room by Joe from New Zealand. Joe?
Kia ora, I'm Joe from New Zealand, North Island of New Zealand. And it's nice to be part of the Eastern Town Hall this evening. Thank you.
Awesome. We are also in our team with other supporting members. And next slide, please. Let me hand over to Lynn.
All right, thank you. Jan, you want to take care of this or you want me to do this and next three is yours, yeah?
Sure.
All right. Hello, Lynn, Sydney. I will help mainly in Vietnamese, but I do mainly some logistic for the whole team. I help everyone here. So we are at the moment is 27, and by the way, we're 24. And the second point that we have here is the Incubator Program, and I hope that with the Incubator Program, there is some information that Jan will be carry on with it just in a moment, as well as the registration form down there. And I hope that we can help you, or the whole team will help whoever in Eastern Hemisphere that write a proposal. and we will be a consultant, and we don't use Eastern Town Hall, Eastern Town Hall as your core proposal, but all of us will help you, and our name will be on your proposal. So that is, all of us have the obligation to help everyone. So that's a point number 2. So please do join with us. And after this, after this will be the 3rd session at another 2 hours, less than 2 hours from now, will be a Gimbal Lab train, the 3rd session today. And that's all the project work on the project. What about the Tolly will be some other announcement. I believe that you already have an email from Daniel for the date what is coming up in October. And the last bit about this, that's what Jan will mention a bit later. And the last bit that I like to introduce, that's a new feature. And that new feature I sent through to everyone now. Just give me a second. That you can see the new tabs, which is the community request. I believe in here, I think, what is that, Jan? And not Jan. I think Yoram asked this before. Sarah Yoon asked this before from Japan community. So there we go. So that is up and run. As we said that we will deliver this from October. So the link I sent to you already. And again, anything that you presenting will become on here again. That's a part of advertising for your project. But to do that, we have a certain, a due diligence. We need to take care of that as well. So it's not everyone can go through our due diligence checking, because we will put your website, we will put anything, we will put your video here as well after your presentation. So please take some time, read through this, please. So that help you a lot. And the sign form, I think it works. Again, we try our best. So if anything break, let us know so we can fix on time. Especially Sarah and Yoram, I think whoever asked us before. So you can present in any languages, don't have to be English. But again, all of the consensus from us have to go through, and that's important, right? That's really important. A short description. So please write properly, because that will be end up on our website and it's there to stay. It's not run away. So anything that you put on to us, anything that you're recording, it will stay on our website as long as Eastern Town Hall still exists, and as long as Cardano still exists, we will alive. So make sure that your data and your information is is properly touched and formed properly. So all information that, again, any of this that you think that's not fit or can be improved or can be or it's good enough for now, just give us a hand so we can improve that slowly. And of course, this is the first time, so we run different with the after town hall from main forum. I mean, from main English. So we run different. Yeah, you can do in any language. And again, upload there. Just take some time and do a read about that. And when you've done that, whoever do the presentation, and then your information here, exam on next month, and then on November, December 2003, 2004, and on so on. Okay, and I think that's something that's impact for the whole community. I think that's enough from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lynn. It's great to hear all of the exciting new changes to the website. And we, as always, are looking to include everyone in the Eastern Town Hall and to hear everyone in the Eastern Hemisphere and to hear more from you. We really look forward to you having new breakout rooms in whichever language that you would like. It's time now for us to go into our breakout room.
No, Jan, so I'm sorry, Jan, take care of the last 2 slides. Thank you.
Okay,
Pardon,
sorry. Go ahead, Jan.
Please allow. Okay, thank you, Angela. Thank you, Lynn. Also, please allow me to introduce new programs to everyone here. The first program is Catalyst Incubator. This program seeks to help new proposers with limited English and speaking skills. We know that there's been some, you could say, a language barrier. Let's just put it that way, and where we seek to bridge that language barrier, where individuals who actually have skills and spirit and passion to build on Cardano, but their only limiting factor is English. We're here for you. This program is here for you. It's called Catalyst Incubator. I've shared this program recently through our Discord and Telegram channel, but if you have not been informed of this program, please allow me to share the link for anyone who's interested in registering. Again, this program is specifically for new proposers who have limited writing and speaking in English. If you feel that you have a friend that's always been wanting to come on Cardano, that's always been wanting to build on Cardano, but is always hindered by that English factor, then please share this program to them. We will definitely guide all of the participants into making the best proposal possible. At the end of this Catalyst Incubator, we'll be having, you could say, a pre-proposal assessor phase, where before going into the global PA and VPA process, you'll be going through a local PA and VPA process to iron out the kinks of your proposal, with the hope when it does reach the PA, the global PA and VPA, your proposal will be mint. It will be strong. It will hopefully attract voters. So this is the goal of Catalyst Incubator. Our second new program is called Gimbal Labs Train the Trainer. We see Eastern Town Hall has identified that most of the solutions that comes in our challenge setting are solutions that are more have a tendency towards social solutions. We see that there are still very limited number of developers in the Asian region. This program is to address that. Pardon for that. I hope you don't hear that. But so the Gimbal Labs Train the Trainer initial launch is to identify educators that are passionate, that has a foundation in blockchain developing, and to get them to understand what is the syllabus of Gimbal Labs itself. These initial educators will then launch their own Gimbal Labs in each of their countries. That is the goal, that is the hope of Gimbal Labs Train the Trainer. And our last new program, please, next slide, Lynn, is the Decentralized Leads Generator that will be presented to you by Yoram. To Yoram, please, the session after this will be yours. And for me personally, I thank everyone for coming, and I really appreciate the fighting spirit on building Cardano, even though everyone is probably tired because of the prolonged voting process. But please understand, Cardano is a work in progress. So for Lynn, would you have any closing statements? Or Angela, would you have any other closing statements?
Angela, take it away. Thank you.
No, let's go straight to Yoram.
Awesome. To Yoram, we would love to hear about your proposal. So please take it away. And it's lovely to see you here, Yoram. Thank you for participating in the Eastern Town Hall.
Perfect. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to come and see this town hall and see how diverse the community is and all the languages. So it's really always inspiring. So great to be here. I want to present to you today a project which is a part of a bigger vision of what we are doing, is basically how to build what we call decentralized business hubs for Cardano, where everyone can participate, and where I'm working also in collaboration with Joe, dear Joe here. And this is one part of the project, which focusing on a funded proposal from Fund 8, which focus on how can we build a decentralized lead generation model and get compensated for that, right? So I will make a quick presentation for you. I will share my screen. I will take us through a quick presentation. So what happened is a lot of us, you see my screen, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. A lot of us, are people that are like to connect other people, or that we have a lot of contacts with other people. And so this is kind of proposal and concept was designed for that. We are now testing the concept, and as it go forward, we are looking to improve the models. So So how do we grow Cardano, right? One of the ways through what we are doing here is welcoming people and the different programs that we are doing to help people, apply to Catalyst and bring developers, which is great. But how can we do it, more? And focusing, at least from this proposal perspective and from my perspective, how can we onboard as many impact-driven companies, project people to the ecosystem? And doing it is quite hard. I mean, we are doing it at Cardano for Climate and myself quite a lot. So we onboarded companies like Sept, Goodball, and other companies. And it's quite hard. It's quite hard. It required a lot of work. Sometimes there's not enough tools or information to do it, and we don't know where to start from, right? So we basically created a model where how can we help people to guide them what is a potential lead, how they can set up an intro call with this lead. So potential lead can be, in this specific use cases, can be an impact company that you know, or impact project that you know, and is not yet on the blockchain or is not yet on Cardano, can be on other blockchains, and how to initiate a call with them, and then how to go to and process to onboard them to Cardano. Okay, and already by initiating a call, because it's a lead that was generating for the ecosystem, you already will be entitled for 200 ADA, and then if you're able to generate a collaboration, it will be you'll be entitled to even 1,000 ADA. And so a collaboration to, let's see if I have an example. Yeah, we have the example of Sept as an example, which is a company that is doing mentorship of entrepreneurs in developing countries, in many countries, and also an impact investor. So we had several discussions with their key people, with the CEO, and we managed to then onboard them to cut in the acceleration and mentorship challenge. And they onboarded, and they did a big, later on, they got involved with the community. So all this process, we are trying to do it kind of to enable this process through anyone that wants to be kind of a lead generator and wants to try and onboard people. And what is interesting in that process is also that we now got some new people coming to the ecosystem, actually said, okay, we came to the ecosystem, we like it, we want the help to bring new people. And we had this experiment actually yesterday of new members to the ecosystem that actually said, yeah, I want to use my network and bring new people, and we basically help them to do it through the process. I hope it's clear, but the idea is really to create a decentralized model for lead generator. So if imagine a company that, or imagine a community that we want to onboard other like-minded people. So instead of having one person doing it, how can we have many people doing it, and they get remunerated for the work, right? So because it's have a lot of value for the community. So this project got funded, and there's a lot more information that you can read, detailed information about the. We got funded for 2 projects. One is for cross-chain impact lead generator, and one for community impact lead generator. And in each one of these projects, there is budget that is dedicated to give back to the community that is generating the leads or able to onboard companies to the ecosystem. And you have all the information in these links where you can read more in details. And also the second link that I shared explain more in detail the process. How can you feel if you're interested? You just fill up an onboarding form, and then you can fill up a lead generation form. And there's full kind of process that you can read through where we can help you to do it, get more engaged with the community, get support, and also get remunerated for that. And help to build a model. I mean, the vision is how can we then integrate it later on into the decentralized business hub as a model that can be offered, also for companies, or IoT can say, okay, I need some leads in a certain segment and I'm willing to pay for it, right? So we can use the community to generate these leads and get remunerated. So yeah, it's really to build this new type of model and benefit everyone. So I hope it was clear. I mean, there is good information to read in the links that I shared, that you can read all the details. If you have questions, please reach out. Part of it, I mean, you mentioned it, it can be support that we we'll need to find potentially multi-language support, like if people need local people to support as well and all of that, right? So we will need to see how we build a model also for that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to answer questions. There is at the end of the second that I shared, one second link that I shared, there is a Discord channel that you can join. We have a weekly meeting with a link every Friday at 2 p.m. UTC. And if it's an issue for your time zone, we can always reach out and we can schedule another hour because it might be late for you. Yeah, that's really wanted to introduce that for you. And if you have any question or if it sounds interesting, happy to hear your thoughts about that.
Thank you, Yoram. Does anyone have any questions?
Does it sound interesting or
I have a question, Yoram. So right now, what are you looking to do really? Are you trying to find individuals or groups to come onto the platform and to sort of submit themselves as lead generators? Or are you looking for sort of the client side, as it were, or what are you looking for the platform?
So good question, and good to make this clear. So for now, we basically started the process. It means that we are looking for people that are interested or can onboard other companies or have leads to other companies that could come to Catalyst and or to Cardano ecosystem. You know, it can be, yesterday we had a call with a construction company that can be connected with Empower, for example. Okay, so it doesn't have to be on Catalyst. It can be connecting to the ecosystem of companies of Cardano. So we are looking for people that have leads or that are interested or have contacts and are interested to be part of onboarding more companies to the ecosystem.
So
and get remunerated for that.
Yeah, so it's sort of the top of the funnel that you're trying to fill right now, right? And then that process of sort of taking those leads and onboarding them, or sort of pitching them essentially of what the benefits and the opportunities are to onboard into Cardano. How is that handled? Is there sort of a consulting component to it at that point, or?
Yeah, so there is a consulting component today across all the process. And also we are trying basically to train the people that they can do it themselves afterwards, right? So also already in the first lead generator process, and the documents that I show here describe the process and what is a lead and, you know, how to approach a lead and some tips for that. So all of that is in the document.
Okay.
But also when they need, yesterday they say, okay, we organize a lead and can you join us to the calls? So we join to the intro calls.
Right.
Right, and
Okay.
we try to support on the intro call, and then okay, what happened after the intro calls? So for example, in the construction company, we say, okay, let's now make an intro to Empower and to Landano, and we'll make an intro, and at least there will be some continuous for that.
Right.
So we support from the lead generator to try and create some kind of an agreement.
Right.
With
And
the
trying to find an existing counterparty within the Cardano ecosystem that can provide that service to the prospect. Yeah.
Service partnership that can be mutual value.
Yeah.
And so on. And it can be Catalyst is one option. If they apply to Catalyst, then it's an agreement. If they come and present in the conferences that we have, I mean, there's different kind of things that detail what is an agreement.
Sure. Okay. Interesting. Thank you.
And I think Sarah has a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great presentation, by the way, Yoram. Thank you so much for that. Really excited about this project. So I have a very quick question. So how do you define impact project, impact organizations? Where do you draw the line between non-impact projects and impact projects?
Yes, yeah, always do the tough questions here, no? No, first of all, I love your project and it's a great question. I think the first mindset that, and it's a very challenging issue, right, in general, but I think the first mindset that we have is a project that have intention, I mean, declared intention to have a social and environmental impact. So we start with that, right? So if you, let's go to the sister example, I mean, their objective is to grow entrepreneurs in developing countries and invest in entrepreneurs in developing countries, right? So, or Goodwill and so on, or your company as well, right? You have a direct intention to make impact. So that's the main first indication, right? And the main indication for that. All the part of impact measurement and the impact on the community, I think it's something very, very important that need to be, further designed, and how to connect it to SDGs and all of that framework. But to make it simple for now, it's companies that have direct, or projects that have direct intention to make impact on carbon, on social, like yourself, or on others. That make sense?
Great,
Thank you. So we are going to head into the breakout rooms now. Thank you for your presentation, Yoram. I'm sure you've generated a lot of interest and a lot of leads. I certainly know that I would love to have a conversation with you about this.
Pleasure.
We're going to have
any question?
several...
And just the last remark, I would love that this model in the future will be able to help companies like Socios, Seria, for example, Seria, exactly that, how to help him generate leads, right, for what he needs, an agreement for what he needs, in a model that, today you need business people for that, but maybe we can use the community to support him, and actually the community also will learn from that. So that's the vision of the model we are trying to build here. So thank you very much for listening.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. So Lynn, are the breakout rooms open?
Yes, the breakout room now start. Please go ahead. I stop recording. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Saturday and Sunday. And we see you around in the breakout room. Thank you.
The Indonesian and the